Are you struggling to keep girls interested during the worldwide pandemic? Well, today, we gon' fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be, even during a pandemic. And at this point, I'm basically not even leaving the house. Like, I'm working from home, I'm working out from home, and the only time I really leave is to go for a walk. Plus, y'all know I'm from Boston, and I've been a Patriots fan my whole life. I woke up the other day to news of Tom Brady leaving, and yeah, it hasn't been the best week. Matter of fact, man, it feels like the world is ending or something. But of course, it's not ending. There's still plenty of opportunities out there to meet beautiful girls, and plenty of beautiful girls who are still looking to meet a guy like you. So today, I'm gonna give you a 5-step process for what to do while you're quarantined to get more girls in your pipeline, keep them steaming hot, and even get them to come out and hang out with you while all this shit is going on. Let's get into it. The thing you gotta realize about a quarantine or a lockdown is that pretty much everybody is gonna be sitting at home bored, which means that girls are gonna be a lot more open to having a conversation than they might usually be. So what you wanna do is use that to your advantage, both on Instagram as well as Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. So you can drop DMs or openers to girls like, hey, how's your apocalypse going? Maybe drop in a toilet paper joke or two. Hell, you can even make a comment about one of her pictures and then reference the apocalypse. The one silver lining here is it's the one thing that's on the top of everybody's mind, so it's an easy way for you to connect with her. But afterwards, further on in the conversation, you still need to know how to spice things up and drive it forward, and you can't just rely on the coronavirus, right? So from there, you're gonna have to do some different things, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But yeah, start those conversations, be a little bit cheeky, and put some feelers out there. See how you're doing, and you might have some more opportunities than you might have thought.
Pull on my strings like kite, I don't know my left from right. More than a fling on the weekend, more than a slide in a DM. You got me on.
If you're anything like me, bro, you don't want to be sitting there texting girls nonstop all day, every day. And that is the beauty of the Instagram story. It allows you to film a couple quick clips throughout your day, and this is gonna help you stay on the back of your girl's mind without constantly having to send her a text. As for what you should put in these Instagram stories, maybe a little quarantine humor like this. How's your apocalypse going? For me, you know I got the hookup. 12-pack of toilet paper over here. I'm in Mexico, so you know I gotta have those frijoles. Very important for every quarantine. And of course, I got a fresh, small little plant that I'm growing out day by day because every end has a new beginning. But yeah, how's your apocalypse going, bro? Hit me up, let me know. You can also post some clips from your daily home workout so that she knows you're still grinding while other dudes are just getting fatter, lazier, and just binge watching Netflix all day. Aside from that, you can post some things about maybe even like your mature take on everything, as well as just some of your daily activities in general. Again, adding in some humor, some cheekiness really is gonna be key to making these Instagram stories get the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to keeping girls in the loop.
'Cause you and I, we got the vibe. We got the vibe, yeah, you and I, still got the vibe, still got the vibe.
You gotta understand, a lot of guys are probably gonna be using some variation of like coronavirus openers because it's such an easy way to start the conversation, because it is something we all have that connection to right now. But most guys are jamokes, right? So most guys are gonna just stay on that subject. They're gonna talk about the stress of her work, the stress of her day-to-day life, how the coronavirus is badly affecting her, all that type of stuff. And let's be real here, you know, we have enough bad shit happening to us on a daily basis on a global level. We don't wanna talk more about that to somebody who we're trying to flirt with. So you wanna avoid just digging into the stress, the missed work, the money problems, whatever you're thinking about connecting with this girl on. Don't talk about these bad things. Instead, keep the conversation focused on some more positive things. What you're trying to do here is sprinkle in some jokes, again that humor, and just give her a little bit of a release from all the crazy shit that's happening versus just kind of trying to dig into it even more, because she's not going to respond positively to that. If you can move the conversation forward and maintain a little fun, maintain a little bit of humor, then it's going to do you well. You're going to get more numbers and you're going to have more chances.
Well, don't trust what you heard from the bubble, dog. I've been busting out features on a DoubleTree shuttle. The FaceTimes ask me how brothers stay so humble.
So the goal here really isn't to just keep the conversation going forever on the online dating platform or on Instagram. What you want to do is be able to move it from Instagram and from online dating to actually getting her number. And the way to do that really is at a high point in the conversation. Just be like, hey, let's move this conversation to text. What's your number? Once you do that, you can keep it going there. Maybe even ask, what are you up to? And if she's just chilling right now, watching a movie or really not doing much, then you can suggest having a little FaceTime date. From there, you can ask, what are you up to? And if she's not doing anything, then you can suggest FaceTiming for a few minutes. You hop on, you treat this sort of like a little FaceTime date where you build rapport, you make it flirty, and you connect a little bit. And this is where you really want to like solidify things, because you know you're gonna have to build up some more trust in this crazy world, coronavirus world that we're living in. And throughout this FaceTime call, you're also gonna want to seed the hangout. Basically, plant the idea in her mind of the two of you guys hanging out together. So the way to do that is to really just say things like, oh yeah, we should do X, or we should totally watch that show, or we should whatever, right? Like you suggest doing things together without actually trying to set the plan right then and there, and you see how she reacts to it. If she reacts positively, that's a good sign, and you should probably start moving things to the next step.
Lately I've been on the move trying to get to something. But I told her I've been running just to see the sights, see the lights, and they're not my type. So we chill with brother if it's ice all white, but it's not. Am I living life in a box? Tell if it's a crisis or not. I hate.
So the FaceTime conversation is going well. You guys are having a good conversation. That's when you want to start moving things towards actually setting up the plan to hang out. Now, obviously, the options are pretty limited here. All the restaurants, bars, and clubs, everything is closed, and you're probably not going to take her to a fucking grocery store, right? So the best option at that point is to just invite her straight over, or maybe even hang at her place if you can't bring her to yours. And that's a big reason why building up that trust and that attractiveness over the FaceTime call is important, because you want her to feel comfortable and also have the desire to come hang out with you, because it's more than just going out for drinks. Like, she coming over, y'all are gonna be hanging out in private. Now let's say hypothetically shit gets really, really bad and we're all completely locked down. We've got martial law, we can't leave the house without getting permission. And I don't know if that's like completely out of the question at this point in the US. It's hard to say. I'm not gonna be shocked if that happens in the next like 3 weeks. But if it does, and you can't invite her over, at that point, just try to keep it warm over FaceTime with a little bit of mix of FaceTime, texting, and Instagram, so that when things do pick back up and start getting back to normal, you're gonna have all these girls on a hook, and you can start hitting them up to actually hang out when it's possible. But hopefully, bro, it doesn't get that bad. But yeah, man, what you gotta understand is most guys are not gonna be doing this, because again, most guys are jamokes. They don't see this as an opportunity. They see it as a burden, or they see it as a chance to just get fat, eat a bunch of shitty food, and just be lazy. So if you're over here thinking, like, how can I make the best of this? How can I take advantage? Using these strategies is gonna help you get ahead of the game. Now, if you're still not sure how to deal with all the craziness in the world, and by the way, bro, I hope you're staying safe, but if you're still not sure how to deal with all this, I just made a video about exactly how to handle the whole coronavirus outbreak and the pandemic right here. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right there, homie.